The cloud. Okay, everybody, thank you for being here. There's quite a few of you here. I know that this is like a hot topic, so I'm so excited that you all showed up. If you're not an RFA member, welcome. If you are an RFA member, thank you for being here again. We love you guys and and gals, you know how much we're here to support you, and we hope that this program will be another one of those ways. While I go over this, if you guys want to ask questions, that's fine, but there's a lot that I'm going to cover. So I may answer some of your questions, like when you have them, because you start to think, oh my gosh, can I do this? Can I, does it tell you this? Does it tell you that? So maybe just give me a minute to go through it, and then we kind of answer questions after you hear everything. But don't forget your question. So if you want to ask your question, you can. I might not see it or answer it until after I just do a quick rundown, and then I'll go back to the questions. Okay. All right, so let's see here. And on here is also Brian, so he'll be able to help along the way. All right, so for those of you that are members and you've logged into rfamembers.com before, okay, you know that it kind of looks like this, and up here you got community and products, right? Hold on, I need to, let's see, okay. Should get rid of that waiting room because it's, no. I'm going to make, well, I don't think I can host. Somebody else is going to help. Okay. All right. So when you log in here and you click products, it takes you to where all of the items are listed as a member. If you're not a member and you're about to become a member, this is the page you would land on once you became a member. So I wanted to just clarify that you kind of land on this and it's saying welcome, click products in the top right. You do need to read throughout the platform to be able to take advantage of all of the benefits of RFA. So I always like to stress this. If you just read the screens that you're on, you'll move much more clearly through this whole platform, okay? So this is rfamembers.com. So if you log in, if you're a member, you should have already been through this, okay? If you are not a member, go ahead and sign up, and then we will here. If you're not a member, get signed up, and then it will land you here, and then I'm going to just walk through how to actually access the ISP project, okay? So you can see here that I see all of these items. Now, these items are things that you can take advantage of as a member, be it benefits, right? So here's the benefits. Everybody, if you're already a member, then you already know this. You go in here, you click one, you fill out the form, and then all of a sudden you've got the benefit, right? That gets all set up. Copy goes to the vendor, copy goes to Brian. They verify you're a member, and then bam, you get this lifetime discount. Okay. But there are some new things that we're loading up here, and people always will get a little confused because there is a partnership with the CellBotics platform, but you learn how to access everything through here. So when a new course launches, we always say log into rfamembers.com and look for XYZ and then follow the steps. For example, the iPhone 13 course, right? It is on the CellBotics platform. If you're already an RFA member, it's very easy. You just log in on cellboticsonline.com if you've already accessed our platform as a member, and it's there for you, okay? If you've never accessed cellboticsonline.com and you want to access new programs such as the ISP Project, you come here, okay? And then you would fill out this form. Now, this step is very important. If you're already a member and you want to access the ISP project to one of your employees, because this is only for owners, we gave the ISP project to owners only. Okay, so you have to have an owner level sign in to access it. The reason is we didn't want to just hand this out to everyone in case you didn't, quite frankly, want your employees to go through this process on their own without you. Okay, that's just, our thought behind it. We try to protect the owner and give you ownership over deciding who sees what, right? That's our thought behind it. So if for some reason you want an employee to access the ISP project. Now remember, the ISP project is the how, the why, the cost, the systems behind getting Wise and Samsung. They don't need to see it to become WISE certified. This program is teaching you as the owner, okay, how to help your team through this process. It is not for your technician to watch and become WISE certified. That's not what this is. The ISP project is for owners to know step by step what you're going to be doing to actually get your people certified WISE, and then what you need to do to get retail certified, and then what you need to do to get Samsung ISP. So that's why your staff do not have access to the ISP project. It's information for you. Or if you have a manager that you want to add in, you can do that. And that's where this job form comes in, okay? So when you come here, please read this. This is some stipulations, explanations about this program, okay? If you need to give someone access who is not yet on CellBotics Online. So let's say, for example, I'm an owner. I own the store. I've already came into RFA, got access to CellBotics Online, and I'm watching the ISP project, but I want to give it to my manager, but I don't have a login for my manager for CellBotics Online. It's a very easy fix. All you have to do is go back out to products, go here, and sign them up for a login. Okay, so then they can go into CellBotics Online. Now, if you want them to see the ISP project, you would either one, give them an owner level login to cellboticsonline.com, or give them technician login and then fill out this. Because remember, guys and gals, owner login on cellboticsonline.com gives you access to all types of content, including like, content that you would only want for an owner, like how to open your business, how to, you know what I mean? That kind of stuff, right? So, all
Nicole,
right, so let's go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
can you go over one more time how they add their employees, please?
Yes. Okay.
Sorry.
It's okay. Okay, hold on. Sorry, I was asking. Jessica's on this call, so I'm just making sure. All right, so let's go over one more time. So if you want to sign up your staff and you to access the cellboticsonline.com platform, there's confusion around this because a lot of people go there and then they're just like, I can't log in. Well, you have to make your user in the RFA portal because, again, we have to verify that you're an active member, because if you drop your membership, you lose access to all of this, which is dumb anyways. You shouldn't do that anyways. So, so this is the form that you fill out, okay? So let's go down here. You would put your email that your Repairs First membership is under. Oops, get that screen out of there. You would put your company name, and your email, because we need to be able to know the best way to contact you, right? And then you would sign up your user. You say, but I'm signing up myself. That's fine. If you're signing up yourself, you just enter your information again, okay? But you would come in and do one for each of your team. And there's two levels to cellboticsonline.com. Technician level, which is all repair content and SOPs, things like that. Like they're working in a store, okay? Owner level is slightly different. There's some content in there about running your business, starting your business, opening more locations. That it's like it's for owners, right? And so also in there is the ISP project. But we understand that you might, and then you just click submit and it's going to send you that information. But we understand that you might have a team level, right? Someone like maybe a manager that you want to give the ISP project to, but you don't want them to get everything else that an owner sees. That's why that additional job form is here. Okay, so right here, you just fill that out and the CellBotics team will go in and manually, so it's not automatic, okay, will manually add that one program to them so then they don't see everything that an owner sees. But if a manager is very close to you and they've been working for you a long time and you trust them and they're running a lot in your business, there's no reason why they can't really have an owner level. I wouldn't give it to everyone because it's confusing to them to see all these different programs. But yeah, so Brian, was that clarify your question, or you want me to go over it again?
No, perfect. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm trying to elaborate on this since we are recording it and there is confusion sometimes around Celbotics and how to sign up for it. It's all through RFA, guys. Listen, RFA actually, people think a lot of times that all these courses are coming from Celbotics, and they're not. RFA actually invests a lot of money and time and resources getting content. So that membership fee that you're paying is actually going back in to provide all of these things to you. It's crazy. CellBotics does not provide this content. It's just our platform that it's partnered with. That's all. But it's actually RFA taking that and saying, okay, we've got this money. Let's go with this trainer. Let's negotiate. Let's buy this content and give it away. Like that's really how it works. So it's really, really awesome what they're doing. They put a lot of work into this stuff, including editors, voiceover. I mean, just all kinds of expenses that go along with it. So, so you log into rfamembers.com. Make sure you've got your cellboticsonline.com users set up and you're good to go. If you've already been in cellboticsonline.com and you have your owner login as the owner, you're already set. It shows to you there. So do you guys see my screen now, the cellboticsonline.com?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So once you log into cellboticsonline.com, it's going to be the same thing. Our menu is slightly different though, so that does confuse people sometimes. Our menu, you got to go down here to the bottom and then you click products. Okay. Whereas on RFA it was kind of in the corner right here. Our menu is just larger because we have all these Wise links, okay, which confuse people, which is why I'm so glad that RFA and CellBotics, and we've partnered with other, Samsung and Wise. They're very well aware of this and they know that this is happening. I'm happy that we've done this because this can be very confusing. I mean, just look how many times Wise is mentioned in our menu. Try to figure that out on your own. And so I'm so glad that we're launching this. But so you would go to our some people just joined. There's a lot about accessing this that you guys missed joining. I know there was an issue with the link. Sorry about that. But what you want to do is go to rfamembers.com. If you're not a member, sign up to be a member. That's step number one. If you're a member, just log into rfamembers.com, go to products, ISP project, and read the steps. Okay. If you've already a member and you have access to cellboticsonline.com because you've already signed up for your username, then you're way steps ahead. Okay. So you can just log in, go to the CellBotics menu is slightly different. So it would kind of look like this. And you're like, well, where's products, right? Well, it's right here on this menu. Okay. And that's just because our menu is much larger. Okay. So you click products and then you can, if you don't want to look through and read, okay, like say you wanted to look up something with iPhone, right? Or say you wanted to look up something with Microsoft, let me spell that right, micro soldering. Okay. Some people were talking about maybe how courses were in order. All you have to do is use the search bar and things come right up. Okay. If I put 14 in here, iPhone 14 comes up. Right. So you can use different combinations of wording to pull up what you want. So I'm going to put ISP. Okay. You could have put Wise. Don't come up for Wise. Okay. So we're going to put ISP. I'll put a space in there later. Jessica, if you can take a note, let's space this out so Wise will actually pull up if they type in Wise. Okay. So if you put ISP in there and then you click this, okay, it's going to take you to the ISP project. Okay. It is sectioned out as least confusing as we can get it. Okay. This is just a fact of the matter. The process of becoming retail certified with Wise, it can be confusing. Okay. There is a lot of reading. You're going to need to watch the videos. You're going to have to not need someone to baby you through every step, unfortunately. Okay. You're going to have to say, okay, this is what the content says. I need to do one. If you're someone that can't take in too much, I would do this one step at a time. Okay. So there's also this content is made sometimes with my voice, sometimes with my assistant's voice, sometimes with AI. And sometimes you have to read. Okay. It took us months to put this together. So sometimes we used an AI voice. Sometimes I was like, that's okay. I'll record it really quickly. So just be prepared that you're going to hear different voices. If you don't like the voices at all, you can mute it and just read the slides. Okay. If you don't like the voices. So there's going to be an introduction. Why are we offering this? This is important for you to understand why. Okay. And what is in it for us, right? Because actually, there's nothing in it for us. We're not getting paid by Wise. We're not getting a kickback. We're not getting a percentage. We're not getting, RFA is not getting a percentage. Samsung is not paying anybody. There is literally nothing that the RFA or CellBotics get from Wise or Samsung that would benefit us for giving this to you. It is purely done for you. And I'm going officially on record as saying that because it is 100% true. So if you start to think, oh, there's got to be a catch here, they're getting it is absolutely not. We're doing this because we're your association and we want to help you with something that we hear every day that you guys are struggling with. Okay. About the program. So this is just some formalities. Okay. Going through like about the program. There is a mobile technician update. If you are mobile and you are on this call right now, you can get WISE certified, but you cannot get Samsung ISP. So you can get WISE certified if you'd like. They have had a recent update, but you cannot go into ISP. Okay. Some support during the program. So you'll have the ability to ask questions right here. You just click add a comment. Okay. And please use that. Okay. Because you understand we have over 900 members. Okay. And we have to have structure to how questions are asked. And please watch the whole thing before you start asking questions that have to do with video 15. Okay. Because then our team is just going to be spinning our wheels saying, watch the next video. That's in the next section. That's in the next section. I highly suggest that you just watch this. Just watch it all. It won't take you long. And then come back and watch it and stop as you need to do things. So you would watch it all once and then come back through and then stop here, right? And you would stop at the WISE level 1, right? And you would watch that video and you would, go through the process of that, right? So this is pricing. This is talk about pricing. But you can see here, this section is by level 1 for each technician. So it's walking you through because honestly, the platform for buying level 1 for your technician can be confusing. Okay. And the wording and where do you click? And then how do you access the PDF? When you get in their platform, there's these blocks all over the place and everything's moving and it's advertising and then right here is the test. So we were screen recorded how to access it. Okay. And then we even gave you the link on where to buy it. Okay. So I would come in here, watch everything, try to wait for your questions because I'm telling you, we covered a lot. So you may be asking something that's in the future, right? And then come back to the top, start again, and then stop when you need to do a step. So you would stop here, go get your technician's level 1 because that's going to take you long enough. I mean, that may take you a couple weeks. It depends on how fast they do it, how fast you do it, right? Level 1 is a test on the WISE website. Has nothing to do with CellBotics. We do not have a discount code. RFA does not have a discount. WISE does not give a discount. They used 2 years ago. They stopped doing that. Level 1 is the pricing can change at any time. As of the time this video is recorded, it is $200. Plus, you must renew it every year. So people do get confused with that. They'll say, I was level 1 3 years ago. I'm still level 1. Not if you didn't renew it. Okay. And again, that will all be listed in here. Okay. So you can see. Here is the link. Okay. But you can see this is their site. Now remember the screen recording that I made. Can you guys see this? I don't think you can.
Yes.
You can see the WISE website.
Yes. Says WISE level 1, $200.
Okay, thank you. I wasn't sure if it was showing the
Yep.
tabs. So WISE level 1 technician, $200. Look at that. Renews annually at $200. If you did not renew that annually and you were level 1 2 years ago, you are not level 1 anymore and you need to do it again. So our screen share here
And
is going to
these are not our rules. These are WISE rules. We're just telling you what they are.
right.
Right.
And I do believe that some people do get confused with that. They're like, well, why does CellBotics have to be difficult? Well, it's not us. I mean, this is their standard. It's their certification. We're only trying to help you through it. And CellBotics is a level 2 administrator for people that choose to take that route and do not pass the level. They don't have the option of the level 2 test. So WISE has 2 options for level 2, which I'm probably going to wait till I get to that section because I'm going to confuse you guys. So I would have them, your technicians that you choose, which in here I talk about how do you choose them? How many do you need? Who needs to be level 1? That's all in here. Okay. Once you pick whoever you're going to get level 1, have them take the test, then come back and do level 2. So it goes right here, going from passing level 1 to starting WISE level 2. Again, a little bit more confusion because WISE, as of 30 days ago, launched another option for level 2. It used to only be one option. Now there's 2 options. One is if you've been in repair for a long, long time, they have a questionnaire for you and they're going to review it. It takes up to 4 weeks. If they think that you're good enough, they will give you a test and let you become level 2. The other option is you pay CellBotics, who is an administrator, which the program is linked in here. And yes, you get a discount as an RFA member that's listed in here, which I'm not going to say on this video, so you could change it anytime. Okay. And so you get a discount. Level 2 through CellBotics is where we give your team or you content about WISE, and then you have to submit recordings of you doing an intake on a device, finding the issue, repairing it, and then doing an outtake where you test it and it's working, all in a video, and send that to us. And it's all broken out in there very, very clearly. Okay. And then our team has to watch the video, send back suggestions. We may have to make you re-record it. Then we're going to catalog it, and then we're going to contact WISE and tell them you are level 2 approved. So there's 2 different options. So once you've got your technicians level 1, then they go into level 2. Level 1 is required to become a level 2 technician. It is not optional. You can't say, well, I just want to get them level 2. It doesn't work that way. You have to be level 1. However, level 2 does not have a renewal. So you don't have to renew that every year. You only have to renew level 1. All right, let me check some questions. See here. Can an existing login be updated to owner level? Mine is showing tech only since I've joined. Okay, yeah, Clayton, just send an email in. Jessica, he can email in, but I would probably like to just delete that login instead of upgrading it. So then we have a record. So I would like him to fill out the RFA form. Clayton, just send an email. What we'll do is we'll delete your login and then have you go back into rfamembers.com and just fill out that user form for an owner's login. So then we have record of this change. Okay. And Jessica can walk you through that. Okay. Okay, Cornelius. Jessica, long time no hear from. I tried to sign an employee up a few days ago on the exact links, and I didn't see an option for level 1 WISE. I do not see the training material for cell phones and tablets, but I recall it actually. So Cornelius, your question is very big. Okay, Jessica also is not the only person on our team. So other people do answer the questions that come from support@cellbotics.com. But if you have that name saved, Jessica, to that email, it will show that's Jessica, but it could be someone else. It could be Jasmine or somebody like that. Okay. So Cornelius, you've got a big question here. So you're talking about, I do see the training. Level 1 is not on the CellBotics platform. Okay. Cornelius, from watching this, are you clear now that level 1 is on the CellBotics, on the WISE website? Okay. So your previous question to Jessica, is that cleared up? Okay. Unmute yourself.
Hey, how you doing, Nicole?
Good. So tell me, what's your question about? You're saying training, which I'm just confused about.
I
So
got
tell
you.
me what
All
your
right.
question is.
Okay, so I went to the links. Me and Brian actually spoke a few days ago. Me and you text or messaged a few days
Yeah,
ago as
hold
well.
on, Cornelius. Let me just verify. You went to this link or this link?
Nope, go back to that link you just shut right there. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you're on this page. I'm just trying to verify where you're looking. So you're here.
Correct. Yep. And I
Okay.
went to register now,
Okay. Go ahead.
and I signed up my technician, and
Mm-hmm.
then I went to I think it's the top left hand corner, the 3 lines. It'll say
Mm-hmm.
training. Or dang it, what does it say? It says all right, after you register your customer, your technician, your courses, the course training.
So
And
I
it
want to clarify, WISE does not have training. They only have some small courses they give out for free. They don't
okay.
have training. Level 1 is a test, no training. Your training, you can use, CellBotics online. If someone has never done repair, have them do the new hire course
I
and then
think
take
I
or there is a PDF. WISE will have a PDF here that you can download. But what you probably need to do, Cornelius, is come in here and watch this video on how to buy level 1, because then it will tell you how to access the PDF. Do you get what I
Okay.
mean? Oh, that's not the one. I'm so sorry.
I do. So here's the thing.
Um,
I actually did this and I level one last year. So what I'm saying is it doesn't say training
see,
material. I think it's more so like the PDF or the
it is.
download for yep. But there's
So once you
nothing.
buy it, right here, I walk through how to download that. So
Gotcha.
you have to go in here and just watch this video and follow step by step. And I think that'll fix what your question is.
All right. I'll try again a little
Yeah.
bit later.
Yeah, because I go in here and I'm actually like, this is this is where it is, right? And this is how to get
Exactly.
to it. Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
right there, right there, right there. That's where I was at. That's exactly
Okay.
where I was at.
Well, you just gotta just come in here and watch. I highly suggest, Green Lace, you just start from here and just go
Yes,
down
ma'am.
because you're gonna learn a lot too. And I know you've been doing this since last year, so you'll learn a lot more because we put a lot more detail in here.
I got you. Thank
Okay.
you.
Are we
Thank you.
good now?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
That's great. I'm so glad about that. All right. Let me go back up here. Okay. Clayton, we'll get you taken care of. Okay. I would just like to have a record of the change just for membership purposes, right? But we'll make sure that it's not too difficult for you. Um, hey Lee, welcome to the club. Welcome to RFA. We're glad you signed up. Call the link on Facebook page. Thanks. Okay. All right. So you can see that this is very thorough, and that's me doing those screen recordings. Now, if you go on there and you're like, man, there is something different about her screen recordings not match, come over here and comment, because this is the thing, Wise can change this at any time. And so I want to keep it up to date. So if you happen to see anything different, please just comment below the video that you're watching. So then we can go ahead and either reach out to you and say, oh my goodness, what did you see? Where did you see that? How can we help you? Or I can re-record and say, there has been an update on the Wise website, because just since we started recording, they had updated the mobile technician and the kiosk. So we had to just like add those in as updates instead of re-recording everything. And so when you get to this kiosk, if you have a kiosk in a mall, when you get here, we'll say, hey, this is an update. Kiosks can now be certified, right? Not with Samsung, but with Wise. Okay. So you do level 2. Now, level 2 again is a little confusing because there's two options now. Just an approval from Wise based on a questionnaire. Let me see. Why does it say tech and store to get business certification? Is that owner certification? Okay, Andrew, can you unmute yourself so I can talk through that with you real quick? I don't think I'm trying to. Are you referring to this screen or are you referring to Wise's website?
Wise's website. So there's two options: repair technician or store.
Okay,
And
right
I thought
here.
this had to do with. So I just went down and registered for. I just went to try to see what you guys are doing for your level 1. Now went to
Wise.
register, and I'm trying to like fill out a username and password to
Yeah.
register
So,
to do it, but it's asking for repair tech or store seeking business certification.
well, are you a store?
I am a store.
So if you're seeking certification, then you can click that, but you're trying to get your technician certified. So that's why I
But
would go here because,
what what does okay? So since I've signed up as RFA, since I went through CellBotics training, all that type of stuff, Wise certification keeps being pushed. However, nationally, when I have discussions with a lot of manufacturers, because on the other end of my industry, that another company that I own, they all don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
well,
So like
let me
I'm trying to
clarify.
figure out what I'm trying to figure out if we only need the store to get the benefits of Samsung, Apple,
Okay.
all that type of stuff.
Okay, so two things. One, I want to make it really clear we are not pushing Wise. I am not telling you to get Wise certified. You guys really have to decide that. This is for everyone that's watching this. You have to decide that on your own. Okay. Wise is a certification, and you can use that to your benefit by saying getting Samsung ISP. Do they have customer recognition? Probably not. Are they working with Apple? No. Are there other things coming out? Absolutely, right? We're not here to say Wise is good, Wise is bad, sign up for Wise, don't sign up for Wise. We're only providing information for those of you who want it. So your other question about, do you need technician or retail? Well, if you want retail, you have to have technician. So you can be technician certified and not have a retail store, okay? But you cannot get retail certified without technician certification, which is what we go over in here, okay? So for a
So
store
technically,
to
store certification doesn't mean anything. Technician certification means something.
let me hold on, let me just real quick, let me just finish my statement because I promise I'm gonna answer that. So to get retail certified, you have to have a level 2 WISE technician on staff for every hour the store is open. So to get your technician level 2, they have to do level 1 and then level 2. And then you go for retail certification. Once you get retail certified with WISE, then you apply for Samsung. Does that make sense now? Is that
So
better?
repair technicians need to be level 1, level 2. There has to be a level 2 technician on site for every hour you're open.
Mhm.
And for you to get store certification,
Right
you
here.
have to have fulfill those requirements.
Correct. And we go through all of those requirements here.
Okay. Is
Okay.
all these steps guaranteeing us to be able to become Samsung certified?
No. No, this program, like I said, I've said it's not guaranteed of actual certification. Again, this is just to help you through the process,
Or
but we cannot guarantee that because
are
a
they
lot of
taking
factors.
on service providers?
I'm sorry, what?
Are they taking on service providers? Because I have been in
Mhm.
talks with them and they're not taking on service providers.
Yeah, they are.
That was
Mhm.
this
Yeah,
time
I mean, we
last
just
year.
had Samsung at the Gadget Repair Expo. So, I mean, Dennis was there. We spoke in person. He's our contact. And yes, they are. So
Because when I
I don't
got
know what
done
they
with
told you. It may be
CellBotics
your
training
area.
in Pennsylvania, they said that they pulled everything from RFA and CellBotics. They don't have anything going on. That's what
I'm
they
sorry.
explained to me.
Okay. You're digressing a little bit to the right. I don't know. What did you say about Philadelphia?
So I went down to PA and got certified through you guys
So you took our
to
in-person beginners training on how to open a business in
correct,
Philly. Okay.
correct.
We do not
So
train there anymore. So we have closed that location and we're back in Atlanta.
okay, um,
But that has nothing to do with this. So I don't want to confuse everyone. Guys, that has
right.
nothing to do with
I
this. So
get it,
that's separate. That's our in-person hands-on training. And that doesn't you don't have to do that
Dennis
to
says I
be
gotta call you
WISE
back.
certified or anything. So
No,
just for anybody
I
listening.
Nicole, I understand that, but you were okay. So for companies like myself that are starting out, I have an established company where I do appliance repair. So I already have working relationships with Samsung that opened the door for me to be able to get me to speak to the people at Samsung after I got done with you guys, licensed, insured, storefront built, all that type of stuff in New Jersey. And I went into a meeting, a conference call with 5 people from their mobile division, and they all said, amazing to have you, would love to sign you up. We see your history on your other end of your projects, that type of stuff, but we're not taking on any new service providers. So that was this
I'm
time
not
last
sure.
year, but you're
Yeah.
telling me that they're taking on new service providers. That's amazing. So if that's the case, then signing up for this, I never signed up for worldwide certification because every manufacturer that I wanted to get in bed with that somewhat requires some type of certification isn't taking on new people. So why spend? I have 2 technicians right now in house, so that would be $400. The store thing would be another, plus your level 2. So by the time this is said and done, you could be walking away $1,600 worth of things, and them flat out look at you and say, "We're not signing up vendors." So what did
And
everybody do this for?
yeah, ISP is different from authorized service provider. Yeah, ISP is different. Yeah, ISP just gives you access to buy phone parts from them. Samsung ISP.
I think
It's
that,
just to be able.
what you just clicked on, Nicole, I think that's what the confusion with him is.
Yeah. So authorized service provider is different than ISP. Thank you, Jeremy. Goldie, you're picking up on the keywords because you're already certified. And so yeah, okay. I wasn't picking up on that. Like, okay. So ISP is just to be able to buy parts from Samsung.
So everybody's going to do this just to be able to buy parts from Samsung?
Correct. OEM parts.
Okay,
Okay,
I'm gonna
so
mute
this
my
program
phone. Yeah.
is to help people that are interested in it. Okay, so I'm not here to dispute or go over what's better, what's not better. And I really appreciate Andrew, but this call is really just people who really want to do this. We're just helping them with the steps. We're not trying to say what do it, don't do it, this is your choice. We're just providing information about how to do it. Samsung
Well,
ISP.
I think the clarification that I got was the ISP to SP is
Okay.
completely different than what I thought this meeting was about. So I'm gonna mute my mic because I'm
That's
good.
okay.
I've
Andrew,
got
you
my
did great.
answers.
Thank you. You brought
Thank
up
you.
something to light that I didn't even realize,
Yeah.
but I wasn't hearing the word AS. I wasn't hearing it when you said it. So, Derek says, I believe Samsung said at GRE as well that you would be listed by Samsung as a repair option. So I know Wise has that. Now, if Dennis mentioned something, then I would assume that that is true because he is the one that is heading this up because Paul Walker retired. And he is the one that we have direct contact with. The only thing that they were a little concerned about is all the questions. And when they came, we've had meetings with them throughout the last year. We didn't just wake up and make this. Okay. This has been literally, I went to Chicago to meet them to talk about this. This has been a big deal. Okay. And so sitting with him and saying, look, they're asking questions. We just want to be a mediator, a filter even. And so like one of the things they said was, well, what if somebody doesn't sign something and then they're bugging you because they didn't sign something? Well, we're going to say, hey, did you sign everything properly? Because they get a lot of those kind of redundant questions from people who just don't read, who just don't read the process. So this program is to help everybody understand there is a lot of reading, there's a lot of manual stuff, and it's for Samsung ISP. Yeah, so you can buy parts, right? Which I think I probably should have clarified that first, but I just thought that I don't think ASP when I think of that. So yeah, it's not to do like Samsung claims or anything like that. It's just Samsung ISP to buy parts to use at your store. Okay. And this is not a guarantee of certification. It is just how to. Like Apple IRP. We're not saying Apple's going to certify you. We're not saying anything. We're just giving you the links and just the information. This is just information provided for you to try to help this a little bit more smoother because some of you are trying to get ISP because you want to be able to offer those OEM parts. And you're having some really big confusion about whys and how to get that done. Okay, is there any more questions? Brian, did you want to add in anything here?
No, I think you just cleared that up. I think that was fantastic. But one thing I will say, and I've heard it before, say the ISP, it is confusing, and that's why we're doing this video. They even admitted that Samsung, it's confusing, and so again, that's why we're trying to take the time out to do this to make it a little bit less confusing.
Hopefully.
To get through the process because I believe it's important to be ISP and IRP if you're able to. There's other reasons for that in the future. And so we're just trying to help people that want to take advantage of this to be able to have access to things and parts and whatnot and to be able to sign up their stores.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's, it's your choice. It may not be a right choice for your business, or it may be a good choice for your business. We're just trying to be an outlet where shops can come for information as an association.
Somebody
Cornelius
put
had
a
another question.
comment on here, and I don't know if we cannot even discuss this because we're not allowed to, but
What is it?
somebody made a comment that but where is it at here? OEM parts are cheaper through ISP. It's worth it. Now we're not at liberty to discuss that. That's due
We
to
don't know if they are or aren't. We have no idea.
we cannot make that claim ourselves because of NDAs and everybody. Samsung makes everybody sign an NDA, but it is
Away from
open.
you.
I'm sorry.
Where's that?
I'm muted. I think they're just talking.
Okay.
Someone
yeah,
also asked,
yeah.
having access to OEM will also give you access to the software to calibrate and register the OEM parts. I believe so. So we are not able to see behind the scenes of Samsung ISP because as an association, we can't even get approved as ISP. But yes, I believe so, that you get what you need to be able to use the parts properly. And that would include being able to calibrate them. Okay. Let's see here. But again, if you have a more detailed question that we don't know the answer to, we're able to just send it over instead of you guys having to like Google it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
one more thing about ISP guys and ladies, when the newest Samsung hits the streets, if you're ISP, you're gonna have access to parts. You're not gonna have to wait 2, 3, 4 months for the aftermarket ones to hit the street. So that is an
Yeah.
advantage. More
And
customers that you can
Jeremy,
potentially bring in.
thank you, Jeremy, for I love the Goldies. You see, this is why I show you special attention. No, I'm joking. I love them. I love his wife. She's my favorite person. So I see you guys at the GRE, but you will be listed as independent service provider on Samsung, UBIF, and Best Buy will be listed as authorized service center. Thank you. Great example, Jeremy. Thank you so much. And then we've got Edgar. Sorry, came in late. What is the benefit of WISE retail process? Okay, so we're not really here to talk about why or what or if you should, shouldn't. We're just trying to give you the steps. This program is how to do it. Okay, and so that's what this is for. So if you're asking about what is the benefit, well, WISE is a certification. You choose if you see value in it. It is a requirement to become Samsung ISP, which is not for claims or anything. Samsung ISP is to buy parts, buy original parts from Samsung to put in your customers' phones. So I hope that that answers your question, Edgar. And if you are an RFA member, when we end this call, the recording will be uploaded to rfamembers.com and you can start from the beginning and see what you've missed.
It does take a little
Will,
while for that upload, guys. So it's not going to
yeah,
happen in 10 minutes. It might be
it takes a minute to process and then I load it
a
up, but I
while.
will
Yeah.
begin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Edgar, for jumping on. Will pasted the link for ISP. Yep. So there you go. Joby, hey, how are you? Does anybody else have a question? So no, there's no endpoint to an RFA membership.
No,
But
you
I
get
think you can
access to
talk to
everything as
Brian
long
about
as
that.
yeah,
Um,
you get access as long as you're a member.
yeah, you get
And
access as long as you're
and
a
you get the
member.
parts discount, 3 to 15%, depending on the vendors,
Yeah,
as
that's
long
not
as yeah.
yeah, this call really isn't for that. But if
No,
you guys are not taking advantage of the discounts and you're a paid RFA member, you're really at a disadvantage. I mean, if you just took part in one or two or three of the vendors, you would recoup more than what you pay a month for an RFA membership. So it's really important that you go into rfamembers.com, click products, and go in there and fill out those forms and get those benefits. Once you fill out the form, it's taken care of for you. They're going to start reaching out to you. Brian's going to know, he's going to be on it. But get those discounts. You know what I mean? Mike Fix. Yes, Mike. So there is a for Samsung ISP, no, they are not eligible. Kiosks are not. You cannot put the OEM parts in the kiosk. You cannot, install them from the kiosk. But WISE now allows kiosk certification. So maybe Samsung will change that eventually. I would think would probably be the goal, but it's currently no. You cannot get ISP at your kiosk. But you can get WISE certified. So remember, WISE has other things that are coming out too. So you may, in a few months, hear something amazing about WISE and say, oh my gosh, I need to get signed up. How do I do it? And now, as an RFA member, you can just come in here and there's going to be steps on how to do it, right? Because they are always working on different partnerships with OEMs and different companies. That's all I can say about that. Any other questions?
one thing I know, Nicole, you've said it a few times, and I just want to say it again. For anybody on the call, please watch the videos. Please read them. It will answer a ton of questions. As almost everybody on this call knows, I have never repaired a phone in my life. Okay, so I understand, but just watch the video, read the form. It will literally take you step by step. I'm just as guilty as everybody. I don't read instructions. I bought a new printer because mine crapped out on me, and I'm trying to put it together, and I couldn't figure out how to get the ink cartridge in there. And my wife says, "Did you read the instructions?" And I laughed. I'm like, no. Once I
I
did, it
read
went right.
all
It
instructions.
went right in once I did. So, so we just where's the link in RFA member site? The link would be under rfamembers.com. Click on products, and then it'll be on the left-hand side.
Okay, Derek, I know you're direct messaging me, but I just want to talk about what you're talking about. So Derek has been a member for a very long time, and he doesn't feel like he has access to the platform. We're going to get you taken care of, because when I was brought on as a part of the RFA, we did make changes. And some of you legacy members, which have been on for years with RFA, just missed the email or something, or maybe you didn't, or maybe the link didn't work, you know what I mean? Like, it could be something stupid. So let's get you taken care of. Derek, I'm gonna give you my direct email. Okay, and then
Derek, you do. I see here.
he's saying something about CellBotics though, so I'm
Yeah,
just gonna
Derek.
make sure that all his users are good. So
I don't
um
show that he's filled out the CellBotics chat form yet.
okay, so that may be what it is. Okay, yeah, let me give you steps for that, Derek. I'm gonna private message you that. Okay, rfamembers.com. Everyone. There you go. Okay. Now, your employees can access only CellBotics. They cannot access rfamembers.com, because that's just where discounts and things sit. This is rfamembers.com. Okay. So if I click products up here, RFAmembers.com, it's only things that, like, an owner or a manager, right? If you wanted a manager, you could have them get an access for it. It would be as easy as asking Brian for an additional login, I believe. I mean, but you wouldn't want your employees just in here fiddle-faddling around, you know what I mean? Just like
No.
your
Yeah,
technician,
this platform is RFA owner only.
Yep, owner only. But these
Yeah.
forms are very easy. And you guys, remember, two benefits, Olympus and RTO, will give you $69 a month if you only use them twice a month. But all these other vendors, like if you use Axiom's the 15%, I think, discount now for
Yeah.
RFA members on
Yeah.
all orders. So these are not one-time discounts. And I think that sometimes I've had people told me, oh, it's just a one-time discount. No, this is lifetime of your purchases. So this is very important. Go in here and fill these forms out. Look at these companies and see who they are. Do you want to start using them? It doesn't have to just be people you already use. Could be new vendors that you're like, wait a second, I've never seen this vendor, but maybe I should use it.
And feel free, I know all of these vendors personally. They get vetted harder than I vet members. So if you want to know about a vendor, the good, bad, the ugly, the good, whatever, send me an email. I'll call you. I'll tell you everything I know about them. Okay. I'll give you proper expectations. We don't just let any vendor join the association. Okay. We have vendors for prepaid. We have several vendors for phones,
And
parts, everything.
yeah, so much. I mean, there's just so much here that you guys just come through and just click each one. And then you just go down below the form and it'll tell you what the discount is that you get. Okay. I mean, look at all these vendors. Okay. Now somebody asked how to sign up your employees to access CellBotics. Very easy. Log into rfamembers.com. Remember, as an owner, you have access to this. Okay. You would go down to CellBotics and RFA training platform, because that's really what it is. It is not just CellBotics content. RFA puts a lot of money, time, and resources into obtaining, owning content to give away to you, like Mr. Phone Doctor course, Martin, the Spanish and English microsoldering course. That was not free, the Apple Watch refurb course, right? These things were not just given, right? And so you would come here and read this, okay? It'll tell you about the different user levels, fill out the top part, and in the bottom, put your employees, and then you can put them at team level. I would only give you owner level, potentially a manager or a district manager if you've got multiple locations. And you would just fill out a form for each one. Yes, you have to hit submit, fill out the form again, hit submit, fill out the form again, to up to 4 technicians plus yourself, so 5 per location. Okay. All right, let's see here. And then, Derek, I was talking to you. So what I would do, don't use that jot form that you have. Go in here, because we've changed the form and made it an embedded form so people could not share it. So that's probably why it's not working anymore. Just fill in your information. If you want to sign up yourself, that's okay. Put yourself up here and down here. Okay. And then if you want to, then you're going to have just put yourself as an owner and bam, you're going to have access to cellboticsonline.com. It'll send you all the information. Okay. Any more questions? These are all great questions. I can help get you a discount. Okay. Let me see here. All right, Brandon, I don't know who you are, but I would not be on here promoting giving out discounts, okay? This is not what we're here for, okay? This is for RFA members. Let's see here. Okay. Are there any talks with? Okay. Yeah, so, well, vendors, we're always talking to vendors, but it's up to them, right? And our negotiations with them, and that would be something that you could ask Brian, okay? Let's see here. Okay, so any more questions? Any more questions from anybody? All right, well, I guess we answered everything. Brian, did you want to add in anything before we go? Did we lose you? Oh, I think I lost Brian. Yep. Okay. All right. If you guys don't have any more questions, I will let everybody go. Thank you all for being here. And you should be able to know how to access everything now, right? Yeah, Cornelius probably left on accident. I'm sure he did. Okay. All right. So if you guys have any questions, let us know. You can always email in at info@repairsfirst.org. I'll put that in here. Any questions, anyone, right? That's fine, Brandon. I don't know. He's not here, and so I don't know. This is just first. Okay. If you have any questions about anything to do with RFA, you guys can just email info@repairsfirst.org. Okay. So, and then we're always there to help if you guys need to get us on a call or anything. Yeah, so Carlos, you're an RFA member right now? So this recording, once I end this, I'm gonna let it process and I'm gonna load it right up to the portal so then you can go watch it. I'm going to put it in here, in this item right here, and I'll just drop it up here in the top. Okay, so it's basically walking you through how to access it, how to sign up, what's involved, what's the point of it, and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so just give me about 20 minutes maybe. I just got to let Zoom process it, and then I will upload it. Okay. Anything else before I let everybody go? Thank you all for being here. Don't forget, we'll have another mastermind coming up in 2 weeks. You're welcome, Carlos. Thank you everybody for being here, and thank you for being a member, and I'll see you on the next mastermind.